Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are playing The Last Flame. This is an auto battler. So I played a few auto battlers, but this is one of the few that I actually kind of played more than a little bit. I played quite a bit in the early access on our demo actually, and it just came out recently, I think a month ago. So figured we'd jump in, take a look at it. I don't think it's terribly changed, as you can see. I haven't really grabbed too much. We're just gonna stay. Well, we'll get rid of the tutorial, but we're gonna stay on novice difficulty. My first run on this so far, I spun out at the very end, but we're only gonna play up to like the first boss. That way you can get an idea of what the game looks like. See if you're interested, and if you are, I will have a link to the Steam page in the description below. And if you'd like to help the channel grow and all that good stuff, like, subscribe, comment, and let's start. So this game, to the best of my knowledge, there's not really, other than occasional unlocks for things that you find during a run, there doesn't seem to be any actual meta progress. So this is just an auto battler as you see it, and it does have a little bit of strategy and combinations and things that can work really well for you, like if you're stacking one damage type bleeds or frosts or things like that. So you'll kind of hopefully see a little bit of that while we're playing. Hopefully it won't go too terribly. Let's find ourselves a tank here from our two here if we can find one. And these kind of tell you what they do, and you can see what their passive is and their active attack. And so the passive could be something really nice, like this is shields the hero with the lowest hit points, but he's not really a tank, he's a shielder, which is not too bad. But I would like to get a tank, because sometimes if you don't get a tank in your first like one or two, it can be kind of a pain, because some of the stuff starts hitting real hard. Ooh, it looks like we got mostly casters, and we got a lot of damage. Not a lot of... Okay, so I'd say for R2, let's go with this guy, since he's going to shield. That'll at least help us out there. He shields himself, but I don't really... I mean, technically that would make him okay. What does he do? Anytime the hero has less than 200 shield and their hit points above 20, you consume and gain... No, I don't want you... No, okay, we're going with her. She's got caster spell damage, but she's a close combatant up here, so she's going to at least be able to hold a line. Hopefully. All right. Relics, you pick one at the beginning. It sort of changes how everything works. It gives you bonuses, basically. It's part of the in-run RNG, which gives it a lot of replayability. All right, no longer gain passive XP. Turn instead after each fight they gain for every 7. No, these are how you level them up with trophies, and I'll show you how it works here. Spend 1 to gain 110 infinite uses. You know what? That we could do. All right, so you have your map, and they are nice enough to give you a little thing to tell you what each thing is. Generally, I try to hit I know I'm not going to have any money here, so I would be like over here. You might do... Events are actually kind of cool. A lot of them require combat just like a combat thing, but there are also things that can be harder combats and things like more rewarding, but more dangerous, so you might want to avoid them if you're trying to limp it into a camp or something. So we'll probably take the simpler path and go up here, make sure we hit our camp here, and then... well, actually, let's do that. And we'll go up to this guy. So we'll start here. Now, in this game, basically, one of the things you need to know is when you drop a person, it affects anyone that's highlighted. So if you see how he's highlighted, okay, so if I put this guy over here, he's facing him, but the last person I drop in that same range, they will target by range to the next person. So if I'm here, he's going to get targeted, but if I go up here, I would get targeted because we're the same range apart, and he's the last one I dropped. So if you move your guy last, make sure you click on your tank right at the end. I always try to get in the habit of doing that. I kind of fail to do it every time, but I do try to get in the habit of doing that when I move things, just so you know your tank is selected. So hopefully his shielding is going to make him... Okay, you're hired. That sword was... Yes, we're keeping you. Somebody else. We need a tank. Melee, support. Crit mastery, not helpful. Melee, caster, crit mastery. The crit mastery might be doing what it is. Okay, what do you got there? Critical forging. Nearby heroes gain critical strike chance for 5 seconds. 25%. Oh, okay. Every time a hero crits with an attack, they gain gain 5 gold. Okay, okay, okay. We got some. Oh, this is looking good. I like it. 25 attack power, 25 spell power. That's real strong. I kind of like that more than any of the rest of those. So that's what we're growing. We don't. I'm tempted to get the hit points, but we will go on 16 defense. Okay, so if we assume that he is going to be my defense guy, we'll go there, and we go with that, and then we go off to the next one. We do have a little bit of money, and if this works, we may be able to use that shop. So let's get him up there like that. There we go. Basically, you want to try and control who's attacking who as much as you can. Hey, we gained at least 5 gold in there. All right. Are you my tank? You're a shielder and a healer. That may be working. How can you be a tank? How can you be a tank? You're raged. You can't be a tank. You're fired. No. How would you tank if you're ranged? I don't know. I'm very confused by him. But you're... Hey, you, come with me. I don't know how to say that other guy. Okay, these are recipes, by the way. This is kind of one of the cool things about the system, and you're going to like this. And we have our guy that needs crit chance, so we're going to keep that. Okay, remember him and how he needed the critical strike chance? He's going to buff our critical strike chance, so we give him spell power and all that good stuff. So the forging system works like this. You have something, so this guy does... We want him to get a critical strike, so we're going to take him... We're actually going to combine it with the gloves for our defense. Now this is going to... Since we're pumping up his crit... It's not on that person, it's on this person. Her crit. She is going to... She's already got a pretty good crit rate already. And she's going to gain shield on crit now. So that should work very nicely for her. We'll go over here. We did gain a decent chunk of money, so we can head towards... Okay, we're going to go like that. Spread you out. Spread you out. You are the only ranged one. Okay, there we go. Most of the time I end up with like one tank and maybe one melee and like a bunch of ranged people. But this is actually working really well. Now, what we will do at the very start of the next one is we will take a look at the trophy system after we get out of the shop. All right, I had this guy earlier, and oh man, he is good at tanking. He was super good at tanking. It was nice. Okay, let's get ourselves an item here. Critical strike chance. Critical strike chance, yes, definitely. Attack speed plus maximum mana. Plus 3 mana regen. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so critical strike chance was... Critical strike chance was her. So we want to go with... we don't have anything that offers... Well, we can drop it on her for now. So we're up to... She's up to 50% crits. So yeah. Okay. Now we're actually going to go to the store so you can see what the store looks like. Really nice and easy. Okay. So when you go in here, you get the shop. They sell recipes, and that's what these are called. The ones on these side are recipes, and they do a thing, usually a very powerful thing, and then you combine them with one of your regular items that you've got, and it makes that regular item much better. So similar to this, where we have 2 effects on this weapon now, and we're combining items into one slot so that each slot gives you a lot of buffs. So all right, I like that. And we're getting 60% attack speed and 60% life steal for 10 seconds, but no. Every 4 attacks, the wearer receives a shield equal to 10% maximum hit points. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's all my money, but we can work with this. Okay, let's go here. Proceed to the next one. Oh, we do have a campfire up there too. Okay, so let me show you the... So for every one of these, you have a bit you can fill in their experience. They'll naturally gain experience as you go, but for example, if you go over... We'll go over here, and I middle click, it fills up that, and it gives us to another level. And we can go in here and do pick what our trait is. No. Yes. Hero gains one for every. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with the heal because that's actually really strong, and being on a person who is already kind of attacking a lot, that's gonna work out real nice. Okay, your power was no. I needed you because you're adding extra. So there we go. There we go. There we go. That's getting up there. You don't need the mana regen. You do need the mana regen though. Okay. Now, my tank is now here. You're no longer a tank, but you're still good. Still going to be able to tank. Melee does tend to hit a little bit harder in this game because a lot of your ranged attackers will do AoE, so they tend to hit more people, but for less damage. This is really strong if you have a tank that has a good amount of spell power. And it's very easy to build spell power on him already because he has like... I don't remember how much spell power already. Alright, let's see. Was anybody in... I think we're okay for... We can probably just bop through here, do another combat over there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, see, it's even saying like, hey, you should definitely spend some of that stuff. Each critical strike, the hero heals. Nope, I don't need this person healing himself. I need this person healing somebody else. Or... Man, I wish I could re-roll those. And all summons. Okay, that'll be fine. I don't have any summons, but let's go ahead and get him up there. Omnicrit. I wonder if Omnicrit counts for both. Omnicrit's kind of cool. Critical strike. All heroes gain 1% attack speed. Oh, very nice. Spell power is increased by 10%. No, right there. Okay. All right. Do we have enough to get anybody else up? I don't think so. Nope, not quite. All right, but we should... Okay, so you up here. You get back here. You up here. Oh, they got us stuck in here like that. Okay, I see. There we go. Everybody look here. That's okay. Now we got at least all our people in the right place. And most of them are going to be able to... Wow, that sword is so good. It's amazing. Just chop the screen in half. Like, he's a melee. Hits him from across the screen. It's technically a sword. Oh, we forgot to pick the thing. Oh, she went up a level. Naturally. Because we did that. Every time you crit... Hero gains shield. Oh yeah, okay, that'll work. So they're getting a lot of stuff that's going to make living into the next one pretty good. Yeah, see, those are all the recipes, and that's how you can tell because they're like that. 1 damage or mana regen. Let's go with the sword there. The sword seems pretty cool. All right. Okay, thank you for showing me that. All right. Okay, so this is one of the things they love to do to you. Okay, so we're going to do this. You remember I said whoever gets dropped last is who they're going to go after? And that's why you can kind of do that. I'm going to move her up here, and that's going to intercept some people over here. And that should get us to where we can chop this guy down pretty fast while the 2 tanky people are the ones soaking any damage. Whew. I got a level right here. Right there. Oh. Look at that sword. That sword is great. All right, let's see. There may be a place for that in our future. Let's see. Spell power and mana regen. No more attack speed. All right. Let's see. Let's get this guy up here. For every 500 lost during this fight, gain 10% lifesteal. That, with as much damage as he was taking, that feels like not a bad idea. That feels like not a bad idea at all. Here, have some spell power. Oh, nope. Cancel. We forgot to pick a relic. Attack, no. 1 spell power for every 50 gold we have? Oh. Oh, you don't say. For every 2. Oh, okay, no. Spell power. Okay. Because that's going to be like... Let me see. Who's got spell power on tap? 33 bonus at this point? Hopefully that'll work out. Let's see. Let's go to the camp just to make sure. All right. We're going to drop you over here, sir. Please get all of their attention. We're going to use you to split that up, and that works the way it is, and we are good. See, he can just sit there and face tank these two without too much of an issue. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. They just needed to be tanky enough. I do like that the game like does stuff like that, like make sure that you can't just sit there and play them all in the same spot and be like, yeah, it works. Summons on the battlefield. Wear heals, but they minus 10%. Minus 10% attack speed. That's gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and choose an extra hero here. Takes advantage of shields, heals themselves. Shields when getting a shield. You take advantage, but you don't give. Heals himself. 8 defense. You know what? We'll take that. We'll take her because she's an extra tank. So if things start to get a little ugly after it, I mean, we should be able to make it through this boss fight. All right. So now resting refills this bar. This bar is taken up when your heroes die or if you do certain things like enchanting an origin. So we're going to grab an origin and then we're going to probably enchant something and then rest. Highest equal... The hero with the highest hit points has an aura dealing spell damage equal to 40% of the team's maximum hit points every 3 seconds. That seems really high. Maximum team's bonus. That seems like that would do so much damage. I mean, I think I have to take it just to see if it works that way, but I can't picture it needing to do that much damage. That is so much. All right, let's enchant something. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what that goes up to. Okay, now we're gonna rest, proceed, head to our boss fight. Okay, now let's do our forging real quick. We have the helmet. Oh, now it's just shield equal to max hit points, no minus. Nice. Okay, so our main guy, our main tank, he needs that and that. So there we go. That'll go to him. You get back here. What else do we got here? We have a lot of stuff, so we can do that real quick before we do this. Every 4 seconds, 10% or mana regen, 50-50. This will be good for... We have... Okay, so we'll take the gun and we'll upgrade it with that. That was... Spell power. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, so she gets that back. And then you need spell power. Okay, I don't think we're going to use that one yet, but mana or mana regen? If we put it on something that already has mana regen, then that should... Oh, I did not see... Okay, we'll go there. I forgot which one had it. All right, sorry about that. We're all set up now. All right, let's take out this boss. He shouldn't be too bad because we really managed to pump up our numbers here. There is a enrage timer, and the enrage timer, when it gets there, it is actually an enrage. Like he will just start chunking you down, and if you don't kill him real fast after that enrage timer, it starts deducting your souls by like 7 a second, and yeah, you don't last long past that enrage timer. And speaking of enrage timers, we just hit it, and just killed him. Perfect time. Perfect, I tell you. All right, do we want to recruit her here? Of course we do. All right, you're ranged. You're also not a caster, thankfully. Or tank, I mean. Still don't get that. Oh, I've had this one before, actually, in one of my... Oh, yeah, we're grabbing them. In one of my previous... during the demo? This is really strong. We're against 3% for per max mana. We got a guy who does max mana. Hey, doesn't that work? And we pick another relic. 75% of the... No. Fight starts. 2% per stack of gargoyles. So Every floor visited, you get a stack. Whenever you enter, it loses half stacks. When you pick our origin or change an origin, heal. That's super strong. You gain 2,000 if you have more than... Oh, no. Okay, super strong. Okay. And then, of course, as soon as you beat that, you go on to the next level, and you got another set and another boss, and I believe there are a total of 3 levels. At least that's what there was in the demo, and I think I spun out right at the very last fight. So, this has been the last flame. If you like what you saw here, it is very an interesting auto battler, and it has a lot of synergies between how the items work, and there's a good amount of replayability because of the sheer volume of items and things like that, and different characters and how they interface together. Some people making frost stacks, some people taking advantage of those frost stacks and making things explode. It's a very interesting game. If you like auto battlers, you will probably enjoy this. Again, the link to the Steam page in the description, and if you are still here, thank you all for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one, and have a great day.